So I went through a lot of ups and downs, and often the downs were feeling duped, feeling like from both sides, So feeling duped by the men's rights activists, thinking, oh, they're good salesmen, or they're good at putting on an act and a show and putting on their best face for the interview. And when I leave, then they're the misogynists that I believe they were. And then the other lows that I had was feeling duped by feminists, because I started digging into the gender wage gap more, wanting to find the source of the actual study that they're using to say that women make 77 cents on a man's dollar. And it was a huge letdown to realize that it wasn't the way it was being presented by the mainstream media, that women are being discriminated against just based on their gender. I mean, we have the Equal Pay Act from many decades ago. It's not legal to pay someone less just based on their gender, but there is a gap in earnings. And so the more I dug into it, realizing that, okay, women make different choices in motherhood and all that.
And they're not less. That's not less. That's not less of a choice. That's not and none of these things are bad.
Right. And if, feminists were wanting women to earn just as much as men, it's not necessarily a lifestyle that a lot of women would want to live.
Right.
I mean, I like home work-life balance, and, I like my leisure time. I like to read. I like to work out. I don't want to work 70 hours a week. And so I realized that when I started to see all these publications I used to trust and public figures that I used to trust talking about the wage gap and letting people assume that all women are being paid less than men, it made me realize that's abusive to women, to their mind. Because I've seen teenage girls break down in tears saying that they want to become a doctor, but they don't want to do it if they're going to be paid 77 cents to a man's dollar. Or they want to become a female filmmaker, but they'll never be able to be as good as a male director because they're always going to be paid less and not given the same opportunities. And it's so sad to me, because I really do care about women, and especially young girls, feeling empowered that they can do and be anything they want to do and be. And so I started to see all these lies and these myths as actually being abusive to women and girls. And I wanted to help women by saying, actually, you can do anything you want to in the world. It just takes hard work and dealing with rejection, because we all deal with rejection. And but I see so many young women, especially today with fourth wave feminism, reveling in this victimhood mentality and letting it define everything that they do, and preventing them from succeeding in life because they believe everywhere they go they're going to be a victim. And there are real victims in the world. There are many people that have horrible things happen to them, and it wasn't their fault and it shouldn't have happened to them. But your responsibility is how you react and picking yourself up from that. And right now, I think feminism is teaching young women to be angry and give up because the world is against them, patriarchy is against them. And in the Bay Area especially, I see this brewing. I mean, the anger is just palpable, and I see so many women who have a lot of potential not living up to it because they believe they were born a victim.